Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist Newsreel on Phật online channel. Here after 4 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Ho Chi Minh City, the central section of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha gathered to the New Year meeting. Đà Nẵng, Consul General of Lao People's Democratic Republic visit Tam Bảo Pagoda for incense offering to Buddha to welcome Lunar New Year of the Tiger. Ho Chi Minh City, inauguration of the administrative office, celebration of service year in the Dharma of dignitaries. Spring Festival with Happy Lunar New Year and Praying for Peace organized by overseas subsection of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. The following are the news in details. It is an annual common practice when the central section of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha held a meeting at the beginning of the year on the morning of the 4th of the Lunar New Year at Office 2, Quảng Đức Monastery, Ho Chi Minh City.
Most Venerable Thích Huệ Thông, Chief of the Second Office of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, wished good luck of tea to the honorific leaders of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and reported on the achievements of Buddhist and monastic activities in 2021. In bestowing words, Most Venerable Thích Nhân praised the achievements of the departments, branches, institutes, and central office in the past year, with the spirit of protecting the nation and the people accompanying together with the nation, for consolidating the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in a tough year of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Most Venerable affirmed that this success was due to the spirit of commitment and solidarity of the leaders of the subsections, branches, institutes, and central office number 2. On the occasion of the Lunar New Year, the Most Venerable Chairman of the Administrative Council conveyed the Lunar New Year wishes to all the honorifics of the subsections, branches, institutes, and central office number 2, and all monks, nuns, and Buddhists nationwide for happiness, auspicious bestowals, and accomplishment of works. The Venerable monks, nuns, and Buddhists respectfully paid their respects to the 2 leading honorific monks of the Sangha and wished them peace and success in the monastic endeavors. At the same time, they wished the 2 venerables to always be staunch leaders, the shade of the great banyan tree, bestowing the longevity of monks, nuns, and Buddhists who would study and serve the Dharma in the nation.
On the occasion of the Vietnamese traditional Lunar New Year, on the morning of the February 1st, 2021, Mr. Viếng Say Phomacheng, his wife and officer of the Consul General of Lao People's Democratic Republic, visited Tam Bảo Pagoda in Da Nang City and offered incense to Buddha at the beginning of the year.
Welcoming the delegation, there was Most Venerable Thích Pháp Cao, member of Administrative Council of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Vice Head of Da Nang City Buddhist Sangha, Venerable Thích Pháp Hiếu, Abbot of Tam Bảo Pagoda, member of Vietnam-Laos Friendship Association in Da Nang City, Head of International Buddhist Section in Hai Châu District, Da Nang City, and Mr. Phạm Hữu Hoa, Vice Chairman of the Da Nang City Union of Friendship Organizations. After the ritual of offering incense to the Buddha, the delegation placed an offering bowl with Lunar New Year's greetings to the monks and nuns of Tam Bảo Pagoda on the occasion of the Lunar New Year. The monks of Tam Bảo Pagoda recited the Pali Sutras, chanted the blessings, and performed the peaceful finger thread binding ceremony as Lao tradition to the members of the delegation. At the main hall of Tam Bảo Pagoda, the delegation spent time sitting still and chanting the Pali Sutras with the monks to pray for national peace and world peace, peaceful living beings, eradication of diseases, and at the same time, they commemorated the heroic spirits of soldiers and compatriots who had sacrificed for the national independence of the 2 countries, Vietnam and Laos, and prayed for the victims who died during the COVID-19 pandemic. On behalf of the Tam Bảo Pagoda Sangha, Venerable Abbot Thích Pháp Hiếu respectfully presented the miniature statue of Buddha Shakyamuni Bunpimay to the Consul General, praying that the people and Buddhists of the 2 countries, Vietnam, Laos, always unite, love, protect, and help each other with more New Year achievements. The Consul General of Laos People's Democratic Republic, his wife, and Mr. Phạm Hữu Hoa, Vice President of the Da Nang City Union of Friendship Organizations, expressed their gratitude to the three jewels and the monks. At the same time, he expressed his joy at being warmly welcomed with the Buddhist spiritual rituals, like being at home during the traditional Tet holiday. This close relationship further tightens the solid friendship between the two peoples of Vietnam and Laos. In the evening, monks and Buddhists at Tam Bảo Pagoda and Laos intern students lit candles and lanterns and circumambulated the great stupor of Buddha's relics, Mahabodhi, to pray for the peace of nations and the peoples and the peace in the world for human beings and eradication of disease.
To follow the annual tradition, on the morning of the 6th day of Lunar New Year, the Buddhist Administrative Board of Ho Chi Minh City held a meeting to open the administrative office at the beginning of the new year and celebrate the service year in the Dhamma of Most Venerable TIionG ANH, acting Dhamma Master of Council of Patrons, head of the Administrative Board of Ho Chi Minh City SANGHA.
Most Venerable Thích Lệ Trang offered the greetings to the Elder Most Venerable, acting Dharma Master, and said Buddhism in Ho Chi Minh City had been stabilized as it is today thanks to the compassion of the Elder Most Venerable Acting Dharma Master and the merits of the Most Venerable Elders. The Most Venerable took care of and taught the monks, nuns, and Buddhists on the path of practicing and serving the Dharma. We are praying to the three jewels to bless the Elder Most Venerable Acting Dharma Master, the venerable monks of the Council of Patrons to be always at peace, forever being a model for preserving the Dharma, benefiting all beings, and at the same time serving as a spiritual fulcrum for the disciples' confidence on the road to enact the Dharma. The Venerable Elder expressed his joy in the full presence of the Venerables, and the Most Venerable also prayed for the blessings of the three jewels to bless the monks and nuns to be at peace in the righteous Dharma. The Most Venerable believed that Buddhism in Ho Chi Minh City would continue to develop. He said, "The human factor counts it all. If a Sangha is composed of good persons, the Buddha Dharma will become lucid. Otherwise, the Buddha Dharma will be ruined." The great responsibilities of the Standing Board of the Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Sangha in 2022 is to choose people with talent and virtue, carrying in them the Bodhisattva vows to undertake the Buddha's work, leading the monks and nuns to inherit the Buddha's achievements of the ancestors, thereby promoting internal forces to make Buddhism flourishing. The groundwarming ceremony at the beginning of the year was then performed to open the administrative office, the working area of the administrative board, and its subsections and branches located in Vietnam National Temple. The Elder Most Venerable prayed, cleaned up the office, and signed the first working document of the year, wishing all Buddhist and monastic works favorably smooth and successful in the year 2022.
Through the small screen, the expatriates returned to their homeland. In the beloved homeland of Vietnam, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Overseas Subcommittee organized the opening spring ceremony to wish the Lunar New Year and pray for peace, the Vietnamese Buddhist ashram in the country, and approach to create a rhythm bridging the minds of expatriates toward the Vietnamese traditional Lunar New Year with the participation of nearly 200 Buddhists in the other countries.
Addressing the audience at the opening of the Tet Festival, Venerable TIionG ANH, standing vice head of the Buddhist Overseas Subcommittee of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, delivered a sermon about the noble values of the traditional Tet holidays. Praying for peace at the beginning of the year to increase good deeds and to purify the body, the speech, and the mind. In the atmosphere to welcome the Lunar New Year, the venerable monks and Buddhists listened to the New Year greeting letter of the Elder Most Venerable TIionG ANH, acting Dharma Master of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Lunar New Year has come to us. I wish monks, nuns, and Buddhists to engage more in the secular life, to live a good life, to pursue a beautiful religion. Meanwhile, you are engaged to lead a life of constantly practicing diligently, purifying the three karmas by practicing traditional cultivation methods, eliminating the roots of suffering, greed, hatred, and delusion. Only the purification of the three karmas can create a truly beautiful human world free from plagues and diseases. Mingling themselves in the common joy, the whole ashram also listened to Most Venerable TIểng Nhân, chairman of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's Administrative Council, highlighting the important factors that lead to the overall success of the Sangha. Prominently, it is a dual achievement of the Dharma enactment section and the Board of Buddhist Guidance during the COVID-19 pandemic, with continuous online courses from the beginning to the end of the year and many live programs on the Phật sự online channel. Those programs also created opportunities for Buddhists from other countries to interact with the venerables and reveal the beauty of the traditional culture of the traditional Tet holidays. The meaning of Tet, Lunar New Year wishes, greetings, visiting the pagodas to worship the Buddha in early spring fortune harvesting. After that, Buddhists in other countries share their feelings about the spring festival in foreign lands, and they offer their wishes to the venerables on the occasion of Lunar New Year. Venerable Thích Thiện Tài is a student studying abroad for many years. Welcoming the Spring Festival in Taiwan, described his understanding about Vietnamese bride's desire for Tet reunion. Pho-bi Ashram in Taipei organized many Tet activities with traditional identities such as crafting the sticky rice cakes to create a warm Tet atmosphere for Vietnamese people, and at the same time to preserve cultural values and traditions of the nation. Buddhist laity named Anna Pham also said that the Vietnamese embassy in Singapore had organized a wrapping and giving the Tet cakes to Vietnamese students, but it still could not fill the void in the soul of the Tet holiday away from home. In order to nourish her spirituality, she attended the online retreat course Buddha is Homeland for 3 days, conducted by Venerable Thích Tuệ Nhật, and practiced the Buddha's teachings. The laity had attained much equanimity in life. Buddhist laity Đỗ Thu Hương in Canada expressed her nostalgia in tears. She recalled the early days of spring with her family, going to the temple to worship Buddha, picking blessing, offering rice to ancestors, and wishing each other good words. Through the online retreat course, she could communicate about and review the traditional cultural beauty of the nation and felt peaceful and happy. Buddhist laity Anna Nguyen in the Czech Republic has expressed her desire to have a Vietnamese temple guided by Vietnamese monks and nuns to practice, and now she is very happy to be able to interact with the venerables and Buddhists from other countries during the online course this spring. On the occasion of the first reunion of the year, Venerable Thích Tuệ Nhật, head of the organizing board of the retreat course, sent Lunar New Year wishes to the ashram. The Venerable emphasized, "The year of the tiger is the lord of the forest, has extraordinary strength and bravery. Strength in Buddhism is called mighty power. Relying on the spiritual power, we can overcome internal and external obstacles so that the Buddha's Dharma tolling sound could be heard everywhere." At the end of the first webinar retreat course of the year, the congregation and the venerable deities performed the ritual of praying for peace, chanting the Karma Sutra and directing their hearts to pray for the eradication of the pandemic, world peace, and peaceful living beings.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed off this weekly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha.